Once upon a time, there was a student who approached a wise old Zen master with a question. "Master, I have been struggling with the concept of ego. I have heard that it is an illusion and that we must let go of it, but I find it difficult to do so. Can you please enlighten me?" The master smiled and replied, "Imagine that you are walking on a path in the forest, and you come across a stream. You see your reflection in the water, and you mistake it for another person. You start to have a conversation with your reflection, and you become attached to it, thinking that it is real. But then a breeze comes, and the water ripples, and your reflection disappears. You realize that your reflection was never there to begin with. In the same way, the ego is like a reflection, an illusion that we mistake for reality." The student pondered this for a moment and then asked, "But how do we get rid of the ego?" The master replied, "You cannot get rid of it, because it is not there to begin with. It is like trying to run away from your own shadow. A shadow is not a thing, it is simply the absence of light. In the same way, the ego is not a thing, it is simply the absence of true understanding. True understanding comes from recognizing that there is no ego, only a sense of self that arises from our experiences and perceptions. When we let go of the need to cling to this sense of self, we can embrace the true nature of reality, which is interconnectedness and oneness." The student nodded in understanding, but still felt some doubt in his heart. "Master," he said, "I understand what you are saying, but it still feels difficult to let go of the ego. How can we do this in practice?" The master smiled and gestured to a nearby tree. "Do you see that tree?" he asked. "It stands tall and proud, rooted deeply in the earth, but it does not have an ego. It does not strive to be anything other than what it is. It simply grows and flourishes in harmony with its surroundings." The student looked at the tree and thought about this for a moment. "But master," he said, "we are not trees. We are complex beings with thoughts and emotions. How can we be like the tree?" The master nodded. "Indeed, we are not trees," he said, "but we can learn from them. Just as the tree grows and flourishes in harmony with its surroundings, we too can grow and flourish in harmony with our true nature. We can cultivate mindfulness and awareness and learn to let go of our attachment to the illusion of the ego. We can focus on the present moment and recognize the interdependence of all things. We can let go of the need to control or manipulate reality, and instead trust in the natural unfolding of life." The student listened intently to the master's words and felt a sense of peace and clarity wash over him. He realized that the path to letting go of the ego was not about struggling or fighting an unwinnable battle, but about surrendering and trusting in the wisdom of the universe. And so he bowed to the master in gratitude and set off on his own journey of self-discovery and growth. The moral of the story: it teaches us that the ego is not something we can get rid of, as it is merely an illusion that arises from our experiences and perceptions. So don't waste your energy on a battle you can't win. Even if we manage to get rid of the ego, we will still identify ourselves with something bigger, such as the universe or someone with no ego, and that is still a form of identification. Therefore, the path to self-discovery and growth is about cultivating mindfulness and awareness, letting go of attachment that you have to yourself, and embracing the interconnectedness and oneness of all things. Thank you for watching. This was Zen Cat Chronicles. Have a wonderful day.